The atmosphere is about to flip into overdrive, and forecasters are now tracking what could become one of the most dangerous severe weather stretches we've seen in weeks. Since the last update, the Storm Prediction Center has dramatically expanded the threat zone, placing multiple consecutive days under severe weather risk, with several days already showing signals for potentially major outbreaks. And this is not your typical setup. Some of the long-range outlooks are now flashing the highest alert category available this far out, a warning sign meteorologists do not issue lightly. That means the atmosphere is becoming increasingly capable of producing widespread severe storms, destructive winds, giant hail, and potentially significant tornadoes across large portions of the central and northern United States. What's especially alarming is how far north the threat is shifting. Areas across the plains, upper Midwest, Great Lakes, and even portions of the northern tier could all be caught in a rapidly intensifying storm pattern as powerful temperature clashes begin unfolding across the country. A massive surge of heat and humidity is expected to explode northward next week, while colder air crashes in from the west, creating the perfect battleground for violent storm systems. Right now, things are relatively quiet. A few scattered storms are firing across the East Coast, Plains, and upper Midwest, but the atmosphere is only beginning to load. By this weekend, the entire pattern starts transforming. A deep trough digging into the western United States and a strengthening ridge across the east will create a highly unstable setup capable of producing repeated rounds of severe weather. By Sunday, the pattern becomes much more dangerous. A powerful storm system is expected to organize over the central U.S., while intense heat and Gulf moisture surge northward into the plains and Midwest. This is where the severe weather threat begins ramping up dramatically. Forecasters are closely watching parts of Kansas, Nebraska, Iowa, Missouri, and the upper Midwest for supercell development, capable of producing destructive hail, damaging winds, and tornadoes. Then, Monday could become explosive. Low pressure is forecast to strengthen across Colorado, Kansas, and Nebraska, dragging a powerful cold front into extremely warm, humid air. This setup is notorious for producing major severe weather outbreaks. The atmosphere may become primed for intense thunderstorms stretching from the plains all the way into the Great Lakes. The warm sector ahead of the cold front is especially concerning. Temperatures are expected to surge into the 80s and 90s across many northern states for the first time this year, while tropical-level humidity floods northward. That combination of heat, moisture, and wind shear could fuel widespread severe storms capable of rapidly intensifying. And this pattern isn't slowing down. By Tuesday and Wednesday, the jet stream becomes increasingly chaotic as another surge of cold air crashes into the eastern half of the country. That clash of air masses could trigger another dangerous round of severe weather from the deep south through the Appalachians and into the northeast. This is shaping up to be a true weather roller coaster. One day could feel like midsummer with oppressive heat and humidity. The next could bring crashing temperatures, violent thunderstorms, and flooding rains. Meteorologists are calling this an extremely progressive pattern, meaning storm systems will keep reloading and sweeping across the country one after another. Long-range models are also showing unusually high moisture levels building nationwide. That means many areas could see repeated rounds of storms, torrential rain, and flooding potential on top of the severe weather threat. Some regions of Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, and the upper Midwest may receive well above average rainfall over the next couple of weeks. And the Storm Prediction Center is already sounding the alarm. Multiple days in a row now carry at least a slight risk of severe weather, with Sunday and Monday showing enhanced level signals in the extended outlooks. That's significant because those long-range outlooks represent the maximum threat level forecasters are willing to issue this far in advance. In other words, the atmosphere has the potential to become much more dangerous as we get closer. This upcoming week could feature non-stop storm threats, dangerous temperature swings, widespread severe weather, and possibly several major outbreak days in a row. The calm is ending.